You are now about to witness the strength of street knowledge. Straight out of Compton, crazy motherfucker named Ice Cube. From the gang called niggas with attitudes. When I'm called off, I got a sword off. Squeeze the trigger and bodies are hauled off. You too, boy, if you fuck with me. The police are gonna have to come and get me off your ass. That's how I'm going out.
All right, gentlemen. It's time for the weekly review. Featuring me, the biggest loser of the week, the War Pigs. It was a rough week. And I don't know what else I can say about that. But I'll do it anyway. That was brutal. Let's get right to the uglies here. League standings, Biohazard's now on top with the SSC. Same record as the War Pigs at 4-2, but more overall points due to the shitty performance by the War Pigs and the great performance by the Biohazards. Bourbonites basically almost completely out of contention already at 1-5. Bullies pretty much done, 0-6. Bad Company in the AAD. 5-1, Kabasa Kings at 4-2. Fighting Sues dropped to 3-3. Defending champ in a little bit of trouble here. Cartel ups to 2-4, keeping the hope alive. Power Pack Division Untouchables continue to dominate 6-0. Bionic Commandos 4-2. Lead Dogs dropped to 2-4. Fury gets on the board with a win at 1-5. That was, yeah. Okay, let's see here. So the power rankings got changed a little bit. Untouchables still on top. Hazards at number 2 now. Bad Company 3. Fighting Sues 4. War Pigs drop all the way to 5. Brutal. Yeah. Let's get right to it. Let's go to the scoring details. First game of the week, the worst one. Untouchables destroy the War Pigs. I'm not going to say that Roethlisberger getting hurt made all the difference, because it didn't. It certainly didn't help. Prospects for my team going forward look rough, especially with a matchup with the Biohazards coming up next. Do I go with Trevor Siemian at quarterback? I don't know. Big Ben doesn't look so big all the time, does he? So anyway, let's go to the rehab. I need rehab, motherfucker. Matthew Stafford, big 27. Forte, might as well not showing up. 1. LaShawn McCoy completely blew up. Had a huge game before he got hurt. Looked like a season-ending injury the way they were acting. At least the way he was acting. But miraculously, he comes back and scores again. What the fuck? Don't be a pussy. Just get the fuck up. Ugh, I hate that shit. Especially when it's against me. Anyway, 32 for LaShawn McCoy. AJ Green, Big surprise to me, Terrell Pryor. Former okay quarterback at Ohio State. Fuck that guy. Fuck his team. Fuck his state. Only wide receiver, as the owner of the Untouchables succinctly put it, only wide receiver with any talent on Cleveland right now, with Corey Coleman hurt. Still doesn't explain how he ends up with 19 points for a team that has, who's his quarterback? Cody Kessler? Who the fuck are these people? How the fuck does Terrell Pryor get 19 points as a receiver in fantasy football in the NFL? But you know what? Untouchables, best team in the league. What the fuck do I know? Obviously fucking nothing. War Pigs get 13 from injured Ben, only because he came back in and threw a touchdown at the end of the game. Jordan Howard, 9 points. Another big game from Christine Michael with 19. Nobody else did shit. I can make excuses, but it didn't matter. I would have lost anyway, so fuck it. I don't need to wrap up any of that bullshit. Okay, next game. Fury at Bourbonites. Now, this was a close game. 79-71 for Fury. Even if he had started his Theo Riddick, who he had in there, and didn't replace him with Zach Zenner, he would have won. Zach Zenner only had 6, so that wasn't the big difference. The big difference was 23 from Brandon Cooks. 173 receiving yards and a touchdown over the Panthers for New Orleans. Panthers, what the fuck? You get rid of Josh Norman, now you can't play any defense? Wow. Aaron Rodgers, subpar at 15. I don't know what's up with that dude. Does not look the same this year, even with Jordy back. 12 for Duke Johnson. Huge game for him at 12. Bourbonites, rough game. Joe Flacco with 12. It's awful for a quarterback. Melvin Gordon with 9. Gore with 10. 34 for Odell Beckham, and the rest of his team doesn't do shit. 34. 3 points away from literally being half his team's points for the Bourbonites this week. That's pretty bad. Kenny Britt on the bench had 25. Obviously, that would have made a difference. Are you going to start Kenny Britt over Demaryius Thomas? No, you're not. So no shot there. Next is the lead dogs at Bad Company. Lead dogs continuing to have the lowest point total in the league here, although I think it's second lowest now to the Bullies. Do I need to go over this? 10 points by the kicker, 10 points by the quarterback, and that's it. 39 points for the lead dogs. Bad Company, decent week with 79s, 29 of those for Marcus Mariota, 16 for Elliott. That's all he needed. On the bench, nothing to write home about. Bionic Commando 77, Cartel 79. Cartel gets a win. Much needed win for the Cartel. Overcoming Commandos with 34 from Drew Brees. Huge game, but only the kicker and Amari Cooper ended up with double digits besides those big numbers from Brees. So that wasn't enough. Cartel, not a good day for the quarterback, only 13. Blunt had 13 as well. Jonathan Stewart with a huge day with 20. Nobody else got in double digits there. He did have 19 on the bench with Matt Jones. 23 on the bench for Terrence West. 17 for James White. So a bunch of high numbers for running backs, but you can't sub them all out. You can only start 2. Fighting Sioux lose in a big way to the Biohazards. Decent total for the Sioux at 80. Most of that from Cam Newton's 28 and Gronkowski's 22. Nobody else did shit. No way you're going to overcome 113 weekly high total for the Biohazards. 25 for Matt Ryan. Only 12 for Bell. You got to wonder if that's going to go down without Roethlisberger in the next couple weeks. David Johnson, 31 fucking points. That is ridiculous. Jets are horrible. Horrible. 19 for Julio Jones, 14 for the tight end. Just fucking blew up all over the place. Blew his load. Hopefully it won't be blown up again next week. Just keep your load down on me, Tim. No more loads. No more loads. Kielbasa Kings with a win over the pathetic Broad Street Bullies. Andrew Luck with 25 for the Kings. Lamar Miller with 28. Holy shit, that's a big number. And they still fucking lost. Fuck. I'm sorry. Houston won. My bad. I'm looking at the Colts thinking, what the fuck? How do you lose to Houston? But they did. DeMarco Murray with another decent game with 12. Nobody else did shit. That's all he needed, though, because the Bullies, with 27 from Tom Brady, got nobody else in double digits. This roster is fucking brutal. He did have 32 on the bench for Jay Ajayi. Are you going to start him over Jeremy Hill? No, but how about you start him over fucking CJ Spiller, who was a last-minute replacement for Latavius Murray being out. Didn't think that far enough ahead. Apparently, the word is on the street that for heard through the grapevine, some people in this league don't think $50 base fee plus $5 a transaction is enough money for people to give a fuck. Is this evidence that the bullies don't give a fuck? Has the bullies even seen one of these videos? Probably not. Does he check the website ever besides to maybe change the lineup? It doesn't appear so. I don't know what's going on. It appears some people don't care. That's sad. Anyway, that's the review for the week. Yeah, that was a shitty fucking week. War Pigs, least amount of points. I know I'm concentrating on myself. Why would I do that? Because it's fucking me. That's why. Least amount of points of the season for the War Pigs. Gives you no shot against the highest scoring team in the league. So there you fucking go. What am I going to do? I don't think we've got a trash talk video from the cartel yet, but I'm sure it's coming with lots of salt. So looking ahead, and this is really far ahead here to next week. Got the Biohazards and the War Pigs. It's a big matchup for the SSC, battle of number ones there. We got the Lead Dogs and the Fury, battle of bad teams. We got the Untouchables versus the Bionic Commandos. Best team in the league versus the Commandos. Good luck, dude. Fighting Sioux and the Cartel could be an interesting matchup. Fighting Sioux have a 3-3 record, but a lot of points. So you wonder how that's going to turn out. Kibasa Kings at Bad Company, Battle of the Bros, and Broadstreet Bullies, sure to get another loss from the Bourbonites. So have a good week. I would suggest watching Straight Outta Compton and enjoying the fantastic music that NWA produced. Rip Eazy-E. Goodbye.